want to tell a story about what God has been doing at Turtle Lake, North Dakota. How He worked in the members of a dying church to surrender their preferences, their fears, their plans, their will to His, trusting that He is present, that He is at work, and that He can be trusted. Let this be an encouragement to you where and among whom He has placed you. We're here tonight with Paul Singer, Pastor Steve Vetter, and Wes Lindhagen of Turtle Lake Baptist Church.
There was a great concern about what's going to happen. Maybe there was a fear of where's the future going to be, and thinking we're not going to be able to get through this. I know there was times in my mind when I thought, so what is my family going to do?
Well, our congregation was pretty small. We still had our programs going while we still had that running, and the youth group was still running, but just didn't seem like the ministry was going out. It was just here in the church, and
really focused on ourselves so much that we kind of lost the vision of what maybe God wanted to do. His goal was to try to help jumpstart our focus to go someplace else, get it off of ourselves and look at the possibilities of what God can do. You guys are not going to be here forever, and you have to figure out, so what do you need to do to start handing the baton to the next generation? And I don't know that we ever really learned the art of plugging in the next generation. I think that's probably the biggest thing that threatens our rural churches especially, is we don't have the ability to let go as older people that have been serving and doing this for a long time. Not necessarily completely, but as Steve always challenges, your role changes. Your role is even more important now. Now you come alongside and you encourage them and you work with them.
I've learned to be more open, and like that, what he's always told us, be open to turning over ownership, where I hadn't been that way at all. That's not the way I was brought up. In the church, kind of.
Yeah, it's amazing when you give people ownership, what happens. The ability to give people the right to be part of what's going on is masterfully huge. It's really, really big. If you shun them and keep them at a distance or at bay, nothing will happen, because they'll go someplace else. But
you have to meet some of them people on their turf. Can't wait till they come. You need to go to them.
Are we blockers of what God's trying to do, or are we going to, be supporters of it? And that was probably the greatest challenge, was to learn to get out of the way.
It really was not about us anymore and what I liked or Paul or Wes liked. It was what can we do to really reach people for Jesus.
Well, I think one of the things we really looked at was how can we make this a more multi-purpose facility, because we don't have a building alongside that's a gymnasium or something.
The Turtle Lake story isn't about some method. Rather, it is about motive. They began with prayer. Where, Lord, are you inviting us? What can we do to reach people for Jesus? That discernment included seeking the input of the next generation, letting go, empowering, and coming alongside to support them, all the while trusting God because this is His good work.